What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. You're now watching Doggie Diamonds TV. This is from hot97.com. This happened the other day, but I wanted to talk about this for educational purposes as well as just giving y'all some news just in case you didn't see it. So tensions boiled over outside the Queens Courthouse as Remy Ma found herself face to face with the daughter of the man her son, Jayson Scott, is accused of unaliving. The intense confrontation unfolded on Tuesday, June 24th, as Scott continues to stand trial for a 2021 clapping that left the 47-year-old Darius Guillebeaux unalived. I don't know how to pronounce that name that well. Respectfully, respect, bless the deceased. So it said, it looks like, and I'm not gonna play the actual footage, but it was very, very bugged out to see. And it said, it looked like things went down outside court between the daughter of the man Remy Ma's son is accused of unaliving and the rapper. Footage shows Remy Ma and Jazmin Dior go back and forth outside. If you can recall, Remy's son Jayson Scott was arraigned in June of 2024 and charged with multiple counts of unaliving and criminal possession of a weapon of the clapping unalive of the 47-year-old Darius G. Let me just say that because I don't want to mispronounce his last name and keep messing it up out of respect. In Queens, New York. Jazmin exclusively speaks out about the verbal altercation with Remy, stating, one of the defendant's mothers approached me with hostility, attitude, and attempt to escalate things physically, as if I was the one who done something wrong, she adds. Let me be clear. Her son is being charged with unaliving my father, G, in a cold-blooded, premeditated act. I came to court for justice and healing, not confrontation or disrespect. Her behavior only added more trauma to an already unbearable experience. Jazmin continues explaining Remy's actions are disheartening and disturbing. And instead of the rapper showing remorse or respect for what her son has done, allegedly, she chose to lash out at me. I'm grieving a loss that cannot be replaced, and I will not allow anyone to shift blame or act like my pain is anything less than valid, she said. It's unclear what led up to this moment, but we'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. And it was a part where Remy was detained and put in handcuffs. I don't think she was arrested, but I know she was detained. And then, the young lady, later footage showed Bronx rapper in handcuffs surrounded by officers after the confrontation. Though it remains unclear whether she was arrested or not or simply detained. I don't think she was arrested. Following the encounter, Dior addressed the incident online, expressing deep frustration. You would have thought I did something to you, she said, emphasizing the pain of losing her father. Realistically, I can never speak to my father again. You can see your son. She also claimed that Remy appeared dismissive and lacked compassion during court proceedings. Authorities alleged that Scott and the co-defendant, Richard Swigert, were hired to carry out the unaliving, citing surveillance and phone evidence linking them to the crime. Swigert is already incarcerated for a separate 2021 unaliving. If found guilty, Scott faces life in prison without parole. Despite the gravity of the case, Remy Ma has remained by her son's side through the proceeding. Well, this is two things. There's reason why I did this story, because it's very, very important. For one, I understand Remy supporting her son because he's innocent till proven not guilty. Rest in peace to the people who lost their lives. But I'm gonna be real with you, without being biased, seeing what I saw on the tape. I don't know if Remy was provoked to act the way she act, but I would say sometimes, in this case especially, Remy seems like she lacks emotional intelligence sometimes. Sometimes she just look like she need a big homie, a big sister, or somebody to say, yo, you gotta tone it down a little bit. Because if you are in a situation where your son is accused of doing something like this, you don't make a great case for your son when you act a certain way. When you have hostility, when you have this way of carrying yourself. Now, you yourself have been known for assault with what you did before. So it doesn't make your case look good when you're outside getting into incidents with the person who's no longer here, family, and it shows a lot of character, and some people might perceive it as some of the character that you portray and you have, you might be passing it down to your son, and that's where your son gets it from. And I'm not saying that's the case, but it just didn't really look good to see her carry out like that. And when you in these situations, sometimes you just gotta just say, you know what, I'm gonna keep it moving, because people are going to make you go viral. And that's why I say the emotional intelligence should kick in. If you know somebody could be provoking you, if you know somebody could be doing something to you to make you go viral, we all see these things. And the court of public opinion is always going to make their ruling. And the court of public opinion, and based off my opinion and others that I know, is that Remy needs some type of counseling, anger management or something like that, because there's a certain way that you should carry yourself in public. I know this is a very, very bad situation for all parties involved, but 2 lives could potentially be lost. One is already lost that can never be seen again, and another life could be lost, buried alive, and incarcerated. So she should be very, very motherly, very, very loving. Just show compassion. And if you believe your son is innocent, you should carry it like, listen, I don't want no problem with nobody, but my son is innocent and I'm here to support him. I'm sorry what happened to your father. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but my son didn't do it. Just leave it like that. So the altercation and you ugly and all that, I just think it's very, very immature and not a good look. But again, I'm only one person, although this is my channel, which I think is very, very important to me. So if y'all don't mind, I would like y'all to leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about the situation. I know y'all saw it, but I only put it back up on my channel and spoke about it because I wanted to give some dialogue into some context of how we have to carry ourselves in public. And we all can be provoked, but when you have something that's going on like that, it just doesn't look good on your part, that you look like you can't, you lack the emotional intelligence to walk away and know when to not say anything because somebody might be trying to trick you out your position, and we know what happens when you get mad. So you can't go through that because you have a lot of fans, family, and friends that was riding with you through your other ordeal. So don't make the same mistake twice. But this is just all off cap. I do not rehearse this. So if you hear me fumbling sometimes, it come from my heart. So it's not rehearsed. So I thank y'all, man. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Doggie Diamonds did this.